Hi, this is Candace. I've got my letter for Loretta. We are exchanging initial letters, altered letters, and this is about a 10-inch high letter, so I'm going to show this to you. There it is. She wanted something that was in mauve, in the mauve category. So what I did was, this was a white letter from Michaels, and I've started by gessoing it, and then I took gesso or white acrylic paint and I mixed in some magical micas, and I don't remember the exact color, but it was a nice purple color that kind of turned mauve as I thinned it out with, or lightened it with the white. So then I also took some of the paint with sand in it, and you can see some texture here. And that's the paint with the sand in it. And the idea for that comes from Faith Chick 777. That's Linda. So I put the paint with the sand in it, and then you can see here that I have a watering can and a garden fork, and over here a garden shovel, and then here it says time began in a garden. And what I did was I had this stencil, and I used the stencil for that, and I used Texture Magic and just stenciled through it, and of course it picked up the color of the Lindy's. So I ended up taking, for the letters here, I ended up taking the Wink of Stella and going over that. So it has just a tiny bit of glimmer, not a lot. And then over the other pieces that had taken the color on, I just took a brush and gessoed that, trying to pay attention to just keeping to the raised edges. And I also stenciled right here. I stenciled with this heart stencil, and you can see the color from the background is picked up there. And I didn't go over that with white because I just really wanted these other pieces to show. And then I just added flowers and lace all around. And then this here, right here, I thought that this lace reminded me of like a fancy garden fence, like a little cast iron maybe, those fancy garden fences that would be metal. And so I put this across here and added these flowers in here to make it look like that would be like the fenced in area of a garden. And then this butterfly started out as a really, really, really bright green. It still has a lot of the bright green in it, but I ended up taking some of the sand paint and painting over it, and then also spraying some Lindy's on there to darken it up, because I didn't want it to pop too much. I didn't want it to take away from the overall effect of everything else. So I've also like taken on some of these flowers, putting some of that paint with sand in it, and I think it's just gesso or white acrylic paint, probably white acrylic paint. These flowers here are really super cute, and I can't figure out if they're porcelain or what, but they came from Jasmine, and I've had them for a long time. And then some really smaller flowers from Wild Orchid Crafts, and I believe this spray of hearts is from Wild Orchid Crafts as well. And then these flowers here came from Natalie Watkins way back when she was in one of my swaps, and these were so pretty. I've been hoarding them for a while, so I'm going to break out some of that hoarding stuff and use it. And then these flowers here are Wild Orchid Crafts. I just kind of made it go up the side like that. And then on the top here we have this bow, And this is a metal piece that was originally a very dark metal piece, and I painted it with some of that sand paint because I wanted to give it some texture, along with this dragonfly down here. And then these flowers here are from this flowers that I got from my sister-in-law, and I still do have some of these in my Etsy shop. If you're interested in buying some of these, I'll leave the link below. But I'm not sure where I got all of these flowers. Some of these purple flowers I know came from Natalie. These little teeny ones here are also from my sister-in-law. I don't have any for sale, but this one here I believe is from Natalie. This was the purple, and then this one over here, right here, is from Natalie. So there's just some pretty flowers on there, and she wanted something that was pretty and romantic rather than cutesy or steampunk. She definitely didn't want to go that route. So there it is. There is the L, and I hope you like it. Please leave a comment, hit the thumbs up button if you like, and subscribe if you like. Thank you for watching. We'll see you on YouTube.